Okay, hello everyone. I'm Bela Padilla. Is it okay if I sit down?
Yes.
On my way here, I was thinking of what to talk about, and for the past few days, I was trying to think of ways of talking about mental health. But this is new to me because every time I do talks in other places and they invite me to talk about maybe filmmaking or script writing, I never prepare. I like to talk freely. And so I couldn't think of anything specific to talk about. But in the car on my way here, I saw a video on Twitter. So nagpapalipas-oras ako sa traffic kanina. And I saw a video of an ant. And basically, it's an ant running around a white piece of paper. Tapos yung nagve-video, dinecide niyang bilugan yung ant with a pen. And the ant couldn't get out. And the caption with the tweet said, wait, I'll read it because my memory is so bad. The tweet said, "Limits exist only in the mind." So imagine if we were that ant. Now let's stretch the ant up. Let's put religious background. Let's put weight that maybe is not fit for society. Let's put social media. Let's put peer pressure into that ant. Let's put family. At sa Pilipinas, may extended family pa. So isama na natin yung lolo, lola, tito, tita dun sa ant. Ang dami niyang dala. Lahat tayo yun. Ang dami nating dala. How do we get out of that circle that life draws around us every day? I'm surprised that we can even function. And I really believe in that line that I read, that limit exists only in the mind. I believe that our minds are so strong that one day I can be here speaking in front of you about mental health, but tomorrow I can be crying or depressed over something. And it's funny, a few years ago, in 2015, I was part of a TV show called Ang Probinsyano. And there was one taping day where I finally realized that my husband died. I was with the wrong Coco Martin, the twin died. And the whole day we were shooting emotional scenes, puro iyak ng iyak ng iyak. Parang pagod na. And on my way home, my boyfriend then, my ex-boyfriend now, meron siyang ritual na he calls me when I'm in the car on my way home na pag-pack up na. And he said, "Oh, kamusta taping mo today?" Ganyan. And I guess he noticed na my voice was a bit sad. And so he asked me what the problem was, and I said, "Babe, pwede ba, bukas na tayo mag-usap, namatay yung asawa ko eh." Tapos na-realize ko, teka lang, parang mali yung sinabi ko kasi boyfriend ko yun eh. Tapos sinabi ko, namatay yung asawa ko. So sorry ako, and it's something I can laugh about now. But that day, I really believed my husband died. And so many things happened to my character. Nagka-hostage taking, na-hold up ako, muntik ako ma-rape. Nabaril yung anak ko, hindi pala, patay na pala yung asawa ko, na-atake sa puso yung lola ko, and then na-rape finally yung character ko. Naging prostitute ako, and then eventually I was gonna die. So through all of that, nobody knew. I was going through all the experiences with Carmen. And on the week that I was gonna get shot, I had rackets in between taping days, and nobody knew this, but every flight I took, kung may racket ako sa Cebu, yung cellphone ko nakalagay sa Ziploc kasi I was sure the plane was gonna crash. I knew I was gonna die. And, every day, every time I would ask my driver to take me to set, I was sure we were gonna hit something or something would go wrong and I was gonna die. So it was a week of shit, I'm gonna die. What am I gonna do about it? And I didn't tell anyone because when you hear about it, it's crazy, you know. I wasn't actually raped. It was my character. I wasn't taken hostage. I don't have a kid. I wasn't actually shot, but I had to feel all of it. And I suffered so much personally, and I still do with every role that I accept. And I noticed the way I deal with it is also through my work. So, while I was doing Probinsyano, during the days na that I thought I was gonna die, I wrote a script that eventually turned into a movie last year called Last Night. And when I look at it now, the whole movie is about death. It's about two characters who wanted to commit suicide. So I would never actually commit suicide. I was brought up in a home that was so strict about everything that you can't even think of dying. Yung baka sa oras talaga na totoong mamatay na ako in real life, baka yung pagalitan pa ako ng mommy ko, parang nandun ako. So I expressed my things through work. And when my boyfriend and I were going through something bad, I co-created a movie called Caps a Week. Maybe because I could already tell we were gonna break up soon. So I noticed my work always expresses what I'm feeling at the moment. But I'm happy that I have that outlet. Because once I let it out, it really leaves me. And I would like to think on most days I'm still happy. But up to this day, I haven't spoken to anyone. So I remember, spoken to anyone professional about this. Because I remember during that time when I thought I was gonna die and everything, somebody from Probinsyano noticed, si Pepe Herrera. And Pepe told me, it's unfair for actors here because we don't get debriefed after a role. You are thrown into scenes and you go through so many emotions, and then one day you just quit. One day you have to start another project. Sometimes you have to do it simultaneously. You have to talk to someone to remind you that you're not actually that person, that you weren't shot that day, you weren't raped on set, you weren't kidnapped. But we don't have that here. And he gave me a list of numbers of psychiatrists I could go to who were safe naman. Kaso sinabi niya sa akin lahat ng artistang tinread niya. So I was thinking, it's not that safe if he knew everyone that doctor treated, and I was afraid to be a part of that list the next time he told people. And now that I'm 3 years older, I realized, why was I scared to be part of a list of names who actually got help? I don't know if I'm credible enough to speak about mental health, but I just realized, in our profession, we actually should speak to someone. Actors all over the world have that liberty, but we don't. And we are always expected to be happy, to look good, and yet we don't have people who support us that way. And through the years, I was able to find ways to make myself feel better. I have my Sunday drives, kaya ngayon hindi na ako tumatanggap ng trabaho pag Sunday. I drive by myself on Sunday, sometimes to Tagaytay or to UP. I run around UP alone, and I literally cry in the car. That's all I do. Because the whole week, I'm crying for other people, for other characters, but I never have time to cry for Bella. I'm not even Bella, my real name is Krista. I don't have time to cry for Krista, for everything I'm going through. And one of the reasons I think why I was so scared of actually getting help is because if it got out, I knew at that time my job was gonna suffer. And if my job suffers, who pays for my dad's chemo? Who pays for everything my mom needs? So I can't. Basically, I can't. Up to this day, even after talking to all of you guys, I probably won't get help.